Hi, this is Tay, and I just want to let everybody know about the WWE. I love Roman Reigns, and I've always been a fan of Roman Reigns. As you see, that's my shirt, and I always want to meet Roman Reigns. And the first time I got interested in wrestling was when I was a kid, and I was in diapers, and my dad, he just literally sat me down on the floor, and he just said, let's watch this TV show. And then all of a sudden I was transfixed. I was loving all the styles, the aerobatics, and I was loving even when you have like the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase jumping from the top rope, and then you had DDP, you had Sting, and you had Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan, and you had all sorts of characters that I just fell in love with. And I just felt so in love with wrestling. And then I went from liking wrestling, and then I started liking like other independent circuit wrestling. And I just loved the evolution of wrestling. It got from a small TV screen to global ride. And I'm like, wow, wrestling has really changed my dynamic of thinking. You know, I used to think I was small, and when I started seeing women like Lita and Trish and Fabulous Moolah and Bertha and all them women that was so strong in empowerment, and even Chyna, rest in peace, and she was just so phenomenal, and she was like a woman that epitomized how strong women can be. And I respect Chyna. I always will respect Chyna. And I started, as wrestling started to develop and more grow, and I started, liking characters like The Rock, the Hardy Boys, and I started liking the Dudley Boys, and even Edge and Christian, and even like the characters, and even the circuits like TNA. I started watching TNA when they first came out, and I was transfixed on AJ Styles when he started doing the Style Clash, and he was just so inspirational because, I've always been a believer in God, and he is a believer in God as well, and so I was looking up to him as more of a model, a role model to me. So I thought that he was just an epic guy. And when I started seeing like characters like, Stone Cold turn from face to heel to face, and then he get boos from the crowd, chants from the crowd, yay! I just was like, wow, this guy's just epic. And then I seen The Rock, and when he came out as Peter Maivia, and to tribute to his dad and his grandfather, High Chief Peter Maivia. And I was just like so inspired that he came from homeless to really ain't having a home till now he's the Forbes highest paid actor in the world. So kudos to you, The Rock and Dwayne. I just really appreciate you always following your dreams and always, stand beside your mom each step of the way. And when I speak about Lita, and Lita, it was always and still is the toughest woman in wrestling because she can make sexiness and badass just makes it look so awesome and makes it look so epic and makes it look so classy. And when I see like characters now like Finn Balor, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Randy Orton, even the Beast Incarnate Brock Lesnar, and he just made all of them just like now comes from the noble backgrounds of great wrestling. Because if it wasn't for people like Hulk Hogan, people like DDP, Sting, Ric Flair, and the Four Horsemen, and the tag teams that was back in the old days, and if it wasn't for them, we would not have tag teams like the New Day, and we would not have tag teams like even the Ascension And you know, not these tag teams that's like so great nowadays. If it went for like Four Horsemen and all those epic tag teams from back in the day, we would not have them today. And even from the Hardy Boys going up on ladders and doing high death-defying moves, and even guys like Rey Mysterio who does the 619 and the West Coast Pop. Even one for people and wrestlers like, you know, Rey Mysterio, a lot of these high flyers would not be who they are today. And I just been a fan of wrestling, like I said, when I was literally in diapers, because my daddy can even, you know, tell you that when he saw me looking at wrestling, I was just like glued to the TV. I was like mesmerized. I just kept knowing like, oh my gosh, this is epic, this is awesome. And then from being in diapers to now it's me being 25, that makes me think that, okay, I have been a long time wrestling fan. And I just felt so good when I see wrestling and I see wrestlers, and then now you got the women's division that's coming up now, which was like, you know, you got Lita, you have Sasha Banks, you have Becky Lynch, you have Natalya, you have Carmella, and you have like even Naomi. I love Naomi. I like her style. I like her charisma. I like how she, you know, twerk, and you know she's a classy lady, but yet she twerk and she's badass. She just make me feel good as being an African American woman, that it's okay to be classy and be a badass. And so that's a good thing about her. And, you know, Carmella, she kind of like cool and, you know, all awesome. And, you know, like, you know, she knows where she come from and she ain't afraid, you know. And then you got Natalya, you know, she's a legend all on her own because she comes from the Hart Dungeon and the Hart Dynasty. And because her dad is Jim Neidhart, and I respect to you, Jim. And I just see as family, even like when you have the Rhodes, and then you have the Ortons, and then you have the family like the Samoans, like you have rest in peace Umaga, and you have The Rock, you have Roman Reigns, you had even so many wrestlers that are part of the Samoan brand, and they are like inspire me to, like, you know, maybe one day I might want to go in the wrestling business. Maybe one day I might want to, you know, do wrestling. But, you know, wrestling to me is just like a epic adventure that I could just travel each and every day. Because when I'm on the road, I'm literally at home, I look at wrestling, you know, every Monday, every Tuesday, and then I even watch Impact when it comes on Thursday nights and everything on Pop. And I'm just like, wow, I just have to watch wrestling. That's just something I have to look at. And then, you know, every time something wrestling comes on, I'll be like so energized and so excited to see wrestling. And then you have also, the WWE Network, which is the price of $9.99, and I'm just so epic about watching wrestling on WWE Network, and I'm just like, hey, watch wrestling, watch it, because, you know, they all go out there in the ring and sacrifice their body for me, all the other people that watches wrestling. So I'm just saying, watch wrestling, love wrestling, but do not try it at home. But I decided to make this video about wrestling because I'm a big fan of wrestling. I always love wrestling, and I don't care nobody say anything negative about wrestling. It's just I just felt so epic to talk about wrestling, and, you know, talk about the old classic veterans and the new wrestlers of our day. And it's just so cool to be able to see how they transform and how the format of the television of the wrestling has transformed from start to now, from past to present. And even I wouldn't mind even seeing Shawn Michaels coming back in the ring, HBK, And I wouldn't mind seeing Shawn Michaels coming back in the ring. And, you know, Ric Flair giving us one more match. We need one more match, Ric Flair. And I wouldn't mind seeing Ric Flair coming back in the ring. I wouldn't mind seeing even Cowboy Bob Orton. You know, that's all. And even Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man, I wouldn't mind seeing him back in the ring. I'm like, veterans, give us one more match. One more match. And I really hoping, since I know that Jeff Hardy's contract with TNA is up, aka Impact Wrestling, is up. And speaking of Jeff Hardy, I love the character of Brother Nero, but I'm always been a Nero Hardy fan. Always been a fan of Jeff Hardy. Ever since he came out, I've been a fan of Jeff Hardy. And I really would like to see Jeff Hardy come back into the WWE arena. And so he could maybe get an Intercontinental title. Maybe get a Universal title. Maybe get a World Heavyweight title. Who knows? But I would like to see him at least going back into WWE, get another gold in his around his waist, and go on and be a champion again. And I don't even mind seeing the Hardy Boys coming back. You know, give us another match. Give us something else. I want more. I want to see more. And I know Edge condition that he cannot wrestle and whatnot, but hey, if Daniel Bryan can come back in the ring, well, let Daniel Bryan come back in the ring, because I miss the yes chance, and I miss him coming in the ring and, you know, doing his thing, and I'm like, and I'll be so inspired. And even Brie, hey Brie, your sister back, you need to come back too, and stuff. And maybe y'all can, and hopefully the women division could get a women's tag team champions. I hope Vince and Stephanie and even Shane is listening, because I would love to see a women's tag team championship. And I would love to see women tag teaming and fighting just as well as the males. And I would love to see that. So if they are watching this video, I would love to, you know, watch a wrestling one day and on Monday night or Tuesday night, and then they announcing that they're gonna have a women's tag team champion. I hope they get inspired by that, because I would love to see that. But and then honestly, I would not mind a United championship. Not meaning I don't mind seeing a male and a female tag team championship, aka the United Tag Team Championship. And I would not mind seeing that. I would like to see more stuff going on in the WWE. I love the WWE. I would not mind seeing more of stuff going on with the WWE. But my thing is that, you know, I really would like to see, like, you got people like Neville. I love his arrow techniques, and I love how he just go to the top turnbuckle and do his signature move, and I get so epic and excited that my heart stopped pumping. But I would like to see, you know, Randy Orton get some title back around his waist too. I would love to see that. I would love to see the Apex Predator get some more belt around his waist. And then Brock Lesnar, man, dude, stop getting people in the hospital. Dude, that's not good, bro. You know, you're a badass dude, but getting people with the medical bills, you know, that ain't good, man. And you know what I'm saying? Seth Rollins, you're a cool cat. I like you, and you're a very cool person. But, you know, sitting up in here and getting my boy Finn Balor, you know, on the sling, I'm like, I'm not happy about that. You know what I'm saying? You know, I love Finn Balor. I love him, and he's a very cool person. I'm like, hey, y'all are just alike, you know. Y'all kind of got the geek thing going on, and y'all like a whole lot of maybe y'all like Marvel, or maybe y'all like DC. I don't know, but y'all seem like two peas in a pie. Y'all need to become tag team champions, you know. Or maybe you and Finn Balor, and maybe even Dean Ambrose could come back and, you know, do something so y'all can beat the New Day or something. Because, you know, I love New Day. Yeah, New Day rocks. New Day rocks. But yeah, they're cool. But you know, it's time for somebody else to get that belt. It's time for somebody else to get them belts for real. It really is, and everything. And you know, I like the Lucha Dragons. They're cool too, but I'm really would like to see, you know, at least Enzo Amore and Big Cass, you know, become tag team championships. I really think they need a big push because, you know, there's one of the coolest, in my opinion, the coolest decorated tag team right now, up to date. So, you know, let's see if we can try to get them a championship, a tag team championship match. And make sure that we can get them the tag team champion around their waist. Because I would like to see the New Day kind of like chill, and you know what I'm saying? I would like to see Kofi Kingston going off and doing something his own. And I would like to see Big E doing something of his own and whatnot. I would like to see them going off and maybe Kofi become an Intercontinental Champion or Big E become Intercontinental Champion. But, you know, I would like to see them going off doing something, you know, else a little bit, and you know, give somebody else a chance to become a champion and whatnot. So I think that'd be cool too. And then you got Becky Lynch. I would like to see her become the Divas champion. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, put her back to Raw. Let her become Divas champion, because you know, I love Charlotte. I like her because she's cool, and yeah, she's Ric Flair's daughter. And you know, I love Ric Flair. Woo! But I would love to see, at least when Sasha Banks come back, I would love to see her get that championship again. But I would love to see, like, maybe even Nia Jax, and you know, you got Bayley. Give Bayley the push. Give Bayley, because she's very cool. Let's all hug her. Give her the hugs when she wins the championship and everything. So, you know, I would like to see that as well. So, you know, I got a lot of input of what I want to talk about, but in the next video, I will talk more about wrestling and what I want to see more of need to see more better things happen in the wrestling arena and wrestling business, because I think Shane is doing a good job on SmackDown and Stephanie is just doing an awesome job on Raw. And probably the video after that, I wouldn't mind talking about like Stephanie McMahon and talk about how good her career has been, and talk about how great of an inspiration for women, empowerment. You know, they can look up to her because, you know, she is a strong woman. She's a leader, and she is a great woman to all women who wants to be a part of the wrestling business, want to be a part of that faction, and want to be a part of that association. And even me, I wouldn't mind opening up my own wrestling business and doing, you know, having my wrestlers, you know, having brands and whatnot and everything. But I ain't going to say what my business name is. I want to get, but, you know, I want to do something myself because I'm a big fan of wrestling. And like I said before, since I was kindergarten and everything. And, you know, I just would like to tell y'all that, you know, these wrestlers, respect them, because they're taking time from their family, their friends, their loved ones to put on a great show / performance for y'all. So respect these women and these men of wrestling, because they do a whole lot for you and I and all the WWE universe. But until next time, peace.